One beautiful morning in the kingdom of Vijayanagara, the royal garden was filled with the fragrance of flowers. Mangoes, bananas and pomegranates hung from the trees, making the garden look magical. Suddenly, the palace guards came running in panic. "Your Majesty! Your Majesty!" King Krishnadevaraya looked surprised. "What happened?" A guard bowed nervously. "A little monkey has entered the royal garden and ruined all the fruits." The king became angry. "You cannot even catch one tiny monkey?" At that moment, a small monkey cub sat on top of a palace pillar, staring at everyone mischievously. The people gasped in surprise. One guard rushed forward to catch it, but the monkey quickly jumped onto a tree. Another guard threw a net, but the tiny monkey leaped right over it. The king shouted, "This monkey must be caught immediately!" Just then, Tenali Raman smiled calmly. "Your Majesty, you cannot catch a frightened creature through force." The king frowned. "Then what should we do?" Tenali quietly observed the monkey. He noticed that the little monkey kept taking fruits and running toward the palace wall. Curious, Tenali followed it silently. Near the outer wall, behind a large tree, he discovered two smaller monkeys shivering with fear. They looked weak and hungry. Tenali's expression softened. It is not stealing for itself. It is trying to feed its family." Tenali immediately brought fruits and water. The little monkeys quickly began eating.
Watching this, the monkey cub slowly walked closer to Tenali. It was no longer afraid. Then Tenali noticed something shocking. The monkey's leg was injured. "Someone has hurt this poor creature," he said sadly. The next day, Tenali travelled toward the nearby forest. There, he discovered a group of hunters setting traps for monkeys. They planned to capture and sell them. Tenali immediately formed a clever plan. He quietly told the palace guards, "These men are not only trapping animals, they are stealing the peace of the forest itself." That night, the hunters returned to place their nets again. But this time, the king's guards were hiding behind the trees. As soon as the hunters threw their nets, "Catch them!" shouted Tenali. The guards rushed forward and captured them instantly. The next morning in the royal court, King Krishnadevaraya proudly said, "Once again, your wisdom has protected the kingdom." Tenali bowed respectfully and smiled. "Your Majesty, do not punish someone without understanding the reason behind their actions. Sometimes hunger and fear force even innocent creatures to make mistakes." The king nodded thoughtfully. From that day onward, no one in Vijayanagara was allowed to harm forest animals. And the little monkey cub? It visited the royal garden every day, sitting beside Tenali Raman happily while eating fruits. The people of the kingdom smiled whenever they saw them together. A heart filled with kindness sees the truth more clearly than anger ever can.
Every story hides a lesson, and every lesson makes us wiser. See you in the next adventure. Only on Clever Tales X.